Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, I want to talk a little bit about Polygon. Now, Polygon is one of the recent cryptos that I decided to invest in, and I really am liking it quite a lot and will probably invest more over the coming weeks. So in this video, I want to talk about my favorite part about Polygon right now, and this is called Polygon Miden. This is an up-and-coming zero-knowledge roll-up that I'm really excited for. Anyway, if you enjoy the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers and it would be much appreciated. Also, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. So the first big thing that I want to discuss is Polygon Miden. Now, as we can see, this was announced on the 16th of November, which is a very recent announcement. Essentially, what Polygon Miden aims to do is it aims to be a generalized zero-knowledge rollup. This means that it's going to be a layer 2 that sits on top of the Ethereum network, posts proofs down to it, and operates accordingly. Now, Polygon Miden wants to be generalized. This is something like Arbitrum. Essentially, what Polygon Miden wants to do is it wants to have all of the applications deploying on it. It wants to do decentralized finance, NFTs, and all of that good stuff. Of course, this makes me very bullish on Polygon Miden. This is because it can have a thriving NFT ecosystem, a thriving decentralized finance ecosystem, and a very good ecosystem for enterprises. Of course, this means a lot of value could actually be attracted to this platform. Another thing that I like about generalized systems is generally users want a system that they can sit on and not move off of. They don't want to go to Immutable X to trade NFTs and then bridge over to DYDX to do trading. They want to do it all on the same platform, and this is what Polygon Miden actually offers. Now, Polygon Miden just got announced, and they're only just beginning developing it. As we can see, they say that they're in phase 0.1 of developing Miden. Of course, this means we do not know much about Polygon Miden yet, and it'll probably be coming out in over a year's time, so it definitely is something that is going to take a while. However, from what I can see so far, it looks very cool. Essentially, they're using their own virtual machine for Polygon Miden, and this is going to be called the Miden Virtual Machine. What this Miden Virtual Machine is aiming to do is it's aiming to make it very easy for Ethereum applications to migrate over to the layer 2. The biggest bottleneck right now for zero-knowledge rollups is the virtual machines, and this is because it's tough for the applications to migrate over. For example, if you're Uniswap and you want to migrate onto a zero-knowledge rollup, it's going to be nearly impossible to do this right now, and this is because of a lot of complex coding things that I don't fully understand. However, Polygon Miden aims to fix this, and they aim to make a very friendly virtual machine that'll make it easy for apps to come over. Of course, if Polygon Miden can get their virtual machine right, there's going to be a lot of apps that want to deploy onto Polygon, and a lot of people using it. So this is one of the most important aspects about the technology behind Polygon Miden, and I'm very confident Polygon will do this. Now, one of the reasons why I'm so confident in Polygon being able to develop some very good software is because I know they have a lot of money. Right now, Polygon is probably the team with the most money in the layer 2 space. Of course, this is just speculation on my behalf. The reason that I believe this is because they already have a very successful proof of stake site or proof of stake commit chain, and this already has $10 billion in it. Of course, $10 billion in this chain means that Polygon will have a lot of money, they can sell some of their tokens, and they can fund their ventures, which is very good to see. Now, the last thing that I wanted to point out about Polygon Miden is they're using zero-knowledge Stark technology. Essentially, a Stark is just a way of verifying a proof. So whenever a rollup computes transactions off-chain, they need to post a proof down to the main chain. Now, this proof can either be a ZK Stark or a ZK Snark. Of course, I'm not that technical and it's very difficult for me to understand these things. However, from what I can tell, ZK Starks are a lot better than ZK Snarks. Essentially, ZK Starks are more scalable than ZK Snarks, and ZK Starks actually have some privacy features implemented into them. This means that if you want to do privacy-related transactions on Polygon Miden, you probably will be able to. Another good thing about ZK Starks is they're completely trustless to set up, whereas a ZK Snark actually requires some trust. However, this does go a lot deeper, and I'm probably not the person to educate you on it. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about with Polygon is Polygon have a very strong zero-knowledge thesis. Essentially, what Polygon have said is that they're going all in on zero-knowledge technology. They've got the commit chain, however, they're just making ZK rollups. Now, if you follow rollups closely, you may know that there's two different types of rollups. Optimistic rollups, which are things like Optimism and Arbitrum, and ZK rollups. Now, the difference is ZK rollups will post a proof down to the main chain, whereas optimistic rollups won't post this proof, and individuals will check through the transactions to actually verify if they're correct. Of course, what this does is it makes ZK rollups a bit more efficient than optimistic rollups, and over the long term they should be better. The only problem with ZK rollups is they are a lot harder to develop, and that's why we're seeing more optimistic rollups come out. Now, Polygon have said that they're doing a Polygon ZK day in a couple of days. Vitalik Buterin is going to be starring in the ZK day, and they're going to be announcing a new bit of technology. So this is something that I'm definitely quite excited to see. So, my overall thesis on Polygon is that it looks very cool. They're going to be introducing Polygon Miden, which is definitely something I'm excited for. And in my opinion, the price is looking pretty good right now. As we can see, Polygon is sitting at its old all-time highs. However, it's had a lot of time to consolidate. We can see that the chart looks very much the same as Ethereum. It's bouncing off the bull market support band, it's painting a bullish flag, and it may look ready to break out. Polygon is definitely very exciting, and I'm actually looking to add a little bit more Polygon to my current stack. Now, Polygon aims to be a computation and an interface layer. Of course, Ethereum is aiming to be that settlement layer, so Polygon is going to be sitting on top of Ethereum, and it's going to be what all of the users are going to be using. Of course, I do believe the total addressable market of something like Polygon is absolutely massive. This is definitely one of those cryptos that the more I look into it, the more I actually want to hold it. At the beginning, I did think Polygon was a lot of hype back in May, however it seems a lot less hyped up now, and it seems to be rising at a more sustainable pace, which is quite good for the long term. The only issue with Polygon is it is facing a lot of competition, and I do see it as high risk. Polygon is developing ZK technology, however it's doing this at the same time as Starknet and ZK Sync are also doing this. Both Starknet and ZK Sync have tons of big investors, and they're developing every single day. Of course, they could beat out Polygon in this area, and it's difficult to tell right now. However, I still do believe Polygon's doing some very cool stuff, and overall, I actually think Polygon will probably have some more money, and a bit more money to actually pump into development of their protocol than some of these other ones, which is why I have chosen to invest in Polygon. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the Polygon section in this video, and I do want to briefly talk about something that I just did to anyone who wants to stick around. One thing that I just did this morning is I just bought the Daily Gwei NFT. Of course, you may notice that this video is a couple hours later than usual, and this is because I was up this morning trying to get the Daily Gwei NFT. Essentially, the Daily Gwei is one of my favorite YouTube channels, and if you're interested in Ethereum at all, I do suggest you follow the Daily Gwei. Anthony Sassano runs the show. He has 13,000 subscribers, and every single day he breaks down the latest news in the Ethereum ecosystem. Essentially, what he just did is he launched his first NFT drop, and you can see it on the screen right here. It's basically a picture of his room, and you can see a whole bunch of different stuff going on. It took tons of time to actually make. You can see all of the different collectibles on the screen, all of his price feeds, and everything in there. Now, I bought this NFT because I think it's going to have a lot of historical value. If his channel continues to grow into the future, I do believe this NFT will grow in value. I have no plans of selling it right now, and I probably will never sell it, as I really do like it. It costed me roughly $500 in Australian dollars to mint and pay for gas fees this morning. However, I do definitely think it's worth it. Another good point about the NFT is the majority of the proceeds are going to Ethereum core development. So if you do buy this NFT, you are actually donating a bit of money to Ethereum core development, and this is going to help a lot more Ethereum things get developed, such as the merge and all of the upgrades that need to come through. So I thought I would end this video with a shout out to the Daily Gwei and Anthony Sassano, as I am loving what he's doing over there, and I am happy that I was able to get this NFT. Anyway, this brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.